I read 7 books last week, so let's talk about them real quick. First, I started off the week with Big Girl Blitz by Danielle Allen. This was my favorite of the series so far, and I really liked it. I have a review posted if you want to check that out. Then I read The Anniversary by Alex Finlay. That doesn't come out until May 5th. It is a thriller about a killer called the Mayday Killer that every year on May 1st, they snatch up a girl. This was my first book by this author, and it was actually really good. I enjoyed it. I didn't love the ending, but I didn't hate it. Next, I read Anatomy of an Alibi. This one was a journey. I was entertained during the journey. I can't say in retrospect that I enjoyed the mystery very much, but I was entertained during the journey. So take that for what you will. When the Tiger Came Down the Mountain. This is a novella and it's a series of novellas. It was a 5-star just like the first one was. Loved it. Japanese Gothic. I also have a review for this if you want to check that out. I liked it, didn't love it, and the author is weirdly obsessed with maggots. As someone who reads horror as one of my primary genres, this bitch is weirdly obsessed with maggots. Then I finally read Finding Me by Viola Davis. Obsessed. 5 stars. Will read again. Amazing. Definitely do the audio. And then lastly, I read Morbid, Curiosities. That one comes out tomorrow, April 21st. And this is a YA fantasy, but it's like a fantasy that's heavily based in science. And it is a bunch of BIPOC characters that are all very into STEM. It talks about medical experimentation on those Black and brown bodies. And it does it in a way that is, I found very enjoyable. I really liked this story. I know it won't be for everybody because it is YA. It does come across YA, but if you have the tolerance for YA, I think you should give it a try. If you don't, you're missing out. Anyways, those are the 7 things that I read this week. What did you guys read? Let me know in the comments and I'll see you next week.